going to start. Welcome. I know everybody knows me already by now, but my name is Miho. Welcome to Vinyasa class. What I was thinking. Today's theme is back to basics. So you might want to think of something that when you first started yoga, or when you first started doing something, just bringing the fresh energy to your practice and in your life. Just also in few days, I forgot which day, it's a new moon again. So again, time to renew our energy and refresh our routine or whatever you have. So that's the theme for today. And any request? No. Great. Okay. So let's get started. So finding your comfortable seat when you're ready. And taking a moment, allowing yourself to be grounded. And finding your breath sending into all parts of your body, to the tip of your fingers, tip of your toes, to your nose, ears, to your sit bones, to the crown of the head, to the corners of your shoulders. Moving into three-part breathing. So breathing into your belly, lower rib cage to your chest. Exhaling out from your chest, lower rib cage, belly. Allowing this breath to move through your body at your own pace. And if you're getting into the rhythm, maybe sending your awareness to the back of your body as well. So breathing into the lower back, mid back, upper back. And exhaling from the upper back, mid back, lower back. Maybe sending to the sides of your body. Taking a moment to set an intention for today's practice, if there is any. Or dedicating your practice to somebody else or something else. Reach your palms together, letting the base of your thumb slightly lifting up your sternum. Releasing your chin towards your chest. Gently opening your eyes, focusing on one point, on the fingertips or mat. And slowly bring your gaze forward. And reach your arms up. Interlace them fingers, sending your palms up, taking a slight back bend. And exhale, reach your palms forward, rounding your back. Inhale, lifting up, opening the front body. And exhale, round, opening the back body. One more time, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back to the center. Releasing your hands. Exhale, twisting to your right side. Releasing your hands wherever they can land. Inhale, coming back to the center. Releasing your left hand down, lengthen the right side of your body. Oh, I said left side of the body. I meant to say right side of your body. Reach your hands forward. And keep you walking your hands as far as little as you'd like to reach. Releasing your head, heavy, softening through your back. Slowly lifting your torso, reach both hands behind your hips, sending your sternum up towards the sky. Bring your head back to the center, switching your crossing legs if your legs are crossed. And reach your arms up, interlace them fingers, sending your palms up, taking a slight back bend. Exhale, round. Inhale, lifting up, opening the front body. Exhale, round, opening the back body. One more time, inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round. Inhale, come back to the center. Releasing your fingers, exhale, twisting to your left side. Inhale, come back to the center. Releasing your right hand down, lengthen the left side of your body. Reach your hands forward. Again, as little as far as you'd like to reach. Releasing your head heavy. When you're ready, slowly lifting your torso, reach both hands behind your hips, sending your sternum up towards the sky. Bring your head back to the center, moving into downward facing dog. Taking your time, pedal your feet, opening the back of your legs. As you inhale, raising your heels, softening your knees, look towards your hands. Taking a slowest walk to the front of your mat. Moving into forward fold, Uttanasana. You might want to keep your knees soft, maybe reach for your elbows. Swing your torso side to side or gently shaking your head yes or no. And releasing your hands down towards the mat.
Softening your knees. Slowly roll up. One vertebra at a time. Coming up to standing Tabasana. Mountain pose. Letting your energy moving into your feet. Letting your energy moving through your legs, through your hips, through the spine towards the crown of the head. Lifting your energy up towards the sky at the same time, grounding your energy down to the earth. As you inhale, reach your arms up. Taking a slight back bend, lifting your heart up towards the sky, lengthening your tailbone down towards your heels. Exhale, hinging from your hip joints, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine, flat back. And softening your knees. Let's step the left leg back into lunge. Releasing your left knee down. Untap your toes, you might want to protect your knee. Press through your left hand, reach your right arm up towards the sky, opening up to the right. And just making sure your left shoulder is not moving towards your right knee, but keeping your left shoulder over the left wrist. Releasing your right hand down, stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward to plank pose. Let's take a modified flow together, releasing your knees down as you exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, moving into baby cobra, little no weight on your hands. Releasing your torso down, pressing through tabletop. Moving into downward facing dog. And then from here, send your right shin under your torso. So lower the right shin down in front of you. You're going to turn your right toes back. Adjust your right hand underneath your shoulder, extending your left hand up towards the, by your ear. We're opening up into supported side plank. Here, option to stay here. Maybe extending your left arm up. Maybe reach your left foot up towards the hip level. If you'd like to, you can also bend your left leg behind you. Hold your left foot behind. And then slowly releasing your left foot down to the floor. Engage through your core, lift your toes up. You can turn your left toes out to the side or keep facing forward. You can also support your left toes. Reach your right hand up and over. So adjust your hips over your right knee. I forgot to mention. Moving into gate pose. And then slowly bend your left knee. Walk your hands towards the left foot, turn your right toes back. And tuck your right toes, step forward, forward fold. Or you can adjust yourself towards the screen. Inhale, lengthening the spine, flat back. And softening your knees, moving into Utkatasana, chair pose. Lengthening your tailbone back towards the back of your mat, which means facing away from you. Pressing through your feet, coming up to stand, taking a slight back bend. Exhale, diving forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Softening your knees, step your right leg back into lunge. Releasing your right knee down, ground through your right palm, opening up to the left side. Twist. Finding the twist from your navel. Releasing your left hand down, stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, shifting forward to plank pose. If you're ready through chaturanga, move through chaturanga, otherwise lower your knees, exhale lower. Inhale into any back bend. You can take a small one or push up into up dog. And exhale into downward facing dog. And releasing your left shin under your torso. And then turn your left toes back. Adjust your left hand. Lengthen the right side, right hand or right arm up and over. Opening up the right side of your body. Again, you might want to stay here or extend your right hand up towards the sky, lifting your right foot. You might want to bend your right knee, hold the right foot behind you. Keep pressing the left hand down. And let's release the right foot. Engage your core to lift your torso over the left knee. And then you can turn your right toes up or forward, lengthening up the left side of your body into gate pose. And finding your energy of your left knee reaching down, but left fingers reaching away from your left knee. You're going to reach your hands towards the right foot. Be mindful with your left knee. Tuck your left toe, stepping forward. Forward fold. And softening your knees, moving into chair pose with Karedasana. Pressing through your feet, coming up to stand, taking a slight back bend. Exhale forward, fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine, flat back. Moving through your choice of flow, skip your flow. You might want to simply step back into down dog. Adding your flow. Again, as usual, I'm showing the modified version. So please take your practice anywhere that feels needed at this moment. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release out. Inhale. Sighing out of flutter your lips. Taking 5 more breath cycles. In down dog or lowering your knees down into child's pose. Just reminding you, whenever you need to rest, please do rest. The child's pose, down dog, seated position, there are always options for you. And when you're ready, coming back into downward facing dog. Take your time, no rush. Or if you're modified, I'm showing the modification version, I forgot. So I'm gonna start from the tabletop, but you can start from downward facing dog. Inhale, raising your right leg back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose, shoulders are over your wrist. Push the floor away. Inhale, pressing back. Exhale to your right armpit. Inhale, pressing back. Exhale to your left armpit. Keep twisting, moving into falling triangle. If you're taking a modified version, please switch your legs. You can extend your right foot forward. Lower your right shin. Releasing your left hand down, you will switch your legs. If you're taking a modification, swing your right foot back and up into down dog split. Opening your hips, bending your knee. And squaring your hips, step your right foot forward into lunge. Left foot forward, forward, fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, softening your knees, moving into Utkatasana, chair pose. Adding the twist, bring your palms together, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twisting to your right side. Doesn't have to be the deepest twist. Just making sure your knees and pelvis are square. So sometimes when you twist to the right, your left knee might be popping forward. But can you hug your left hip back? Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, twisting to your left side. You might want to take a peek on your knees if your right knee is popping forward in front of your left. Hug your right hip back. And bring your torso back to the center. Step your left leg back into warrior two. Making sure your right knee is pointing over the second or third toes. Inhale, reversing your warrior. And as you exhale, turn your left heel in. Adjust your right toes if you need to, moving into goddess pose. Inhale, pressing up into star pose. Turn your left toes in, right toes in, left toes out, warrior two. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Moving into goddess pose. Inhale, lifting up into star. And then opening up into warrior two, facing to your right side. Adjust your feet. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Releasing your hands down to the floor, swing your right foot back and up into down dog split. Opening your hips, bending your knee. And here you might want to move into wild thing. Release your right foot behind you, lifting your hips up. If this is not working, you can go back into modified side plank. And then keeping your belly facing as is, releasing your hips down. So you're going to face towards the left foot, facing to the back of your mat. And then bring your right foot, fist away from your left foot, left leg. Yeah, so your right knee is bent. Reach your right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen the left arm up. And as you exhale, twisting to your right side. You can hug your right knee, or you can bring your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. But try not to push your right knee to the left. Keep pressing your right leg against your left arm. Inhale, untwist. Taking a counter twist to your left side. Then bring your torso back. A lot of transition. You can choose however you like. You can swing your legs back into flow, or you can press through your right foot. Reach your left leg back into plank, moving through your choice of flow. We're meeting downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release out. Inhale, raising your left leg back and up. And stepping forward into lunge. And you can bring your palms in front of your heart or keeping your hands down to the floor, moving into warrior three. Lifting your torso to the hip level if you can, or you can keep using the props or floor. And finding the groundness to lift you up. And then slowly swing your right foot forward, coming up to stand. You can bend your right knee if you need to. And then swing your right leg out, moving into goddess pose. And pressing through your feet, inhale, coming up to stand. And then let's bring your feet parallel. And then press through your right foot, moving into tree pose. Shifting on your left leg. You can take any arm variations. You can keep your palms together in front of your heart. Maybe extending up, growing your tree. Or you can reach your hands behind you, taking a reverse prayer. Or you can reach for your elbows. And just making sure you're not pressing into the inside of your knee. Our knees don't bend sideways, so we don't want to pressure into that direction. I know most of you heard that before. Keep reaching your navel towards the spine. And then from here, moving into Karedasana. So you've got eagle pose. Swing your right leg, bend your left knee, and wrap your right leg around. You can tap your right toes on the floor if you need to. Left arm over the right. Either hug your shoulders or wrap your arms as well. And try with your best to bring your knees and elbows in line with your navels. We have only one navel. Sorry, I'm just laughing at myself. And then you might want to send your pelvis a little bit back, maybe sending your elbows over your knees, but scooping your navel in to the spine. So your torso is not resting on your right leg. Breathing easy. And then from here, I know your left leg must be really getting tired. We're going back to tree pose. Just for a few breaths. If this is too much, you can release your right foot down. And then slowly step your right leg out, coming into star pose. And then reach your arms up to the T shape, turning your palms up, reach your heart up towards the sky. Releasing your torso forward, moving into wide-legged forward fold. And if you have a tripod in your practice, you're welcome to take it. Or you might want to send your hips side to side, bending one knee at a time. Or you might want to shift your weight slightly forward towards the balls of your feet. So that is going to increase the length on the back of your legs. And if you are in a tripod, slowly release your feet. Inhale, lengthening the spine, hands underneath your shoulders. And inhale, draw your feet together. And let's bend your knees, sitting on your seat. Sending your legs forward. And moving into fire log pose. So you're going to try to bring your shins parallel to each other. And if you can bring your ankles to your knees. If this is not working, you can bring your foot to the inside of your right knee and left knee. And if your right leg is super high, you can support your leg with the prop or pillows, bunch of pillows. And finding your sit bones here. And you might want to flex your ankles to protect your knees. You can also stay here or releasing your torso forward if you'd like to. Sending your breath into any sensations. And slowly lifting your torso. Now you're going to hold your right foot. You can bring your left foot a little bit closer to you. Or if you'd like to, you can take a half of Virasana. But we didn't warm up for that one. But if you'd like to, you can. And you can, if you can, reach for that sole of the foot. You cannot reach, you can hold your leg. And maybe staying here, finding the length in your spine. Or maybe extending your right leg. If you'd like to, you can also hold for one rest. And finding your sit bones, rolling forward. Keep relaxing your shoulders and lifting the back of your pelvis up rather than rolling backwards. Or you can stay forward, keeping your right knee bend. And slowly rebending your right knee and switch to the other side. Sending your left leg over the right. So we want to try to bring your shins straight on one line instead of feet are going towards you. You might want to bring your shins in one line, if you can. Again, you might want to support your leg, or you might want to do less by bringing your foot to the inner left knee. And finding the length in your spine, finding your sit bones, finding the ground. You might want to stay upright or releasing your torso forward. Flexing your ankles to protect your knees. Slowly lifting your torso. Now you're going to hold your left foot. Again, you can interlace your fingers on the sole of the right foot. Have your right foot closer. You can extend your left leg or reach for one wrist if you'd like to. And finding your sit bones. Rolling onto the front of your sit bones as much as you can. Keep relaxing through your shoulders, softening your breath. And slowly release your legs. Now you're going to reach your right foot towards the back of your mat into lunge. Support your left knee if you need to. And then heel toe your right foot slightly out. And you can rolling onto the outer right foot, and you can reach your right hand into the inner right thigh. If you like to, you can bend your left leg, hold the left foot. Then you can release your left arm down and finding the spiral in your torso, wherever you'd like to be. And then slowly releasing your left foot down, come back into lunge. Stepping your right foot back, moving through your choice of flow. Skip your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Nice work, everybody. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release out. Inhale. Releasing out. Lowering your knees down into child's pose, softening your breath. And once you feel ready, coming back into downward facing dog. Again, I'm moving into tabletop to modify. Inhale, raising your left leg back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, pressing back. Exhale to your left armpit. Inhale, pressing back. Exhale to your right armpit. Keep twisting, moving into fallen triangle. Extending your left leg under you. And reach your right hand up. If you want to try, you might want to extend your left leg up, maybe. And releasing your right hand down, left foot back and up into down dog split. Opening your hips, bending your knee. And squaring your hips, step your left foot forward into lunge. And then stepping forward into forward fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Softening your knees, moving into Utkatasana chair pose. Adding the twist. Bring your palms together, inhale here. Exhale, twisting to your left side. And just making sure your knees and hips are squared. And if your thumbs are kind of going towards your left armpit, you might want to push your top hand, which is your left hand, a little bit down to spiral your torso a little bit to the left side. So you can bring your hands or sternum towards your hands. You might want to extend your arms to the 6 o'clock if that feels good. Or you can take it to the bind. And bring your palms back, untwist. Inhale here. Exhale, twisting to your left, right side. Begin squaring your hips. And if your hands are going towards the right shoulder, you might want to push the right hand to bring your sternum towards your hands. If you can. Breathing easy. And again, option to extend your arms to the 6 o'clock or taking a bind if you'd like to.
And slowly come back to the center. Step your right foot back, moving into warrior two. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Exhale into goddess pose, adjust your feet. Inhale, lifting up into star. Exhale, warrior two to your right side. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Exhale into goddess pose, adjust your feet. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, warrior two to your left. Inhale, reversing your warrior. Releasing your hands down to the floor. Left foot. Back it up into down dog split. Opening your hips. Moving into wild thing. Release your left foot behind you. Lifting your hips up. Or you might want to modify into supported side plank. And keeping your torso as you're releasing your hips down to the mat. Left knees bent. And coming up, have your left foot, fist away from your right leg. Left hand behind. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, spiraling to your left side. You can hug your knee, or you can reach your right elbow to the outer left thigh. And I forgot to mention, try to hug your right hip back. So you're plugging your right leg back into your socket. Inhale, untwist. Taking a counter twist to your right side. And then untwist. Again, you can press through your left foot, reach your right foot back, or you can swing both legs back into plank. Moving through your choice of flow, skip your flow. Inhale deep. Exhale, release out. Almost there. Inhale, raising your right leg back and up. Stepping forward into lunge. Moving into warrior three. You can keep your hands on the floor if you need to. Or you can bring your palms together. And then slowly swing your left leg forward, lifting your torso up. You can bend your left knee if you need to. You're gonna send your left leg out, moving into goddess pose. Pressing through your feet, coming up to star pose. Opening your arms, turn your feet parallel to each other. And you're gonna press through your left foot, coming into tree pose. Option, taking any variations if you'd like to. Hugging your navel in towards the spine, so you're not sinking in your chest. Everything hugging in towards the midline. And then slowly transitioning into Karedasana, eagle pose. So send your left leg forward, bend the right knee, crossing your left leg over, your right arm over the left. Hug your shoulders, or cross your arms, and again try to bring your elbows and knees in line with your navel. Again, you might want to hinge forward. Sending your elbows beyond your knees, scoop your navel in. Where can you do less to make your life easy? And then we're gonna come back into tree pose. Take your time. If you need to release your left foot, please do. We're not going to stay for a long time here. You're going to step your left leg out back into star pose, but keeping your arms, feet parallel. Turning your palms up, lifting your heart up towards the sky. If you would like to go for bigger back bends, you can. And releasing your hands forward. Moving into wide leg forward, forward Karedasana. If your head is easily reaching down to the floor, you can walk your feet close a little bit. So you have a little more space under you. Like if you have a really long torso like me, you might want to do that. You might want to play with shifting your weight a little bit towards the balls of your feet, but keep reaching your heels down. When you're ready, releasing your feet down if you're on a tripod. Lengthen the spine. Heel toe your feet together. And then let's lower your seat down on the mat. Okay, let's start from the right leg. If you prefer to, you can do the same fire log pose, or you can have your right leg close to you. You can hold your right foot and your right leg, or you can cuddle your right leg. Again, finding your sit bones. If you prefer to stay here, you can stay. Or you can take the same thing what we did into Karedasana. You can extend the leg forward, or moving into compass pose instead if you'd like to. You're gonna hold your right leg from under, or however. You're going to reach your left hand from the top of the foot, holding the pinky toe side. Yeah? And you're going to extend your right leg up. Before that, you have to create a backpack. And you can reach your right hand up, extending up, and spiraling your heart up towards the sky. And when you're ready, slowly come back to the center, releasing your legs. And let's switch the leg. Again, you can take a fire log, or cuddle your leg, or hold the left leg. Whatever it makes sense for you at this moment. So your right side is feeling nicer than left, or vice versa. And you can stay here, or holding the pinky toe side from the top of your feet, top of your foot. And then create the backpack-ish, extending your left leg up, left arm out, and reach up.
Maybe adding a little smile. Just to relax your facial muscles. And then slowly release your left leg. Now you're going to reach your left foot towards the front of your mat. Into low lunge. Please protect your knee. Heel toe your left foot slightly wider. Grounding through your right palm. Reach your left hand to the inner thigh. You can roll over the left foot if you'd like to. You might want to stay here if you'd like to add a quad stretch. Bend your right leg or the right foot. You might want to lower the right forearm down. Whatever that feels good. Again, back to basics, right? So you don't have to go into somewhere that doesn't feel comfortable. Staying where you feel comfortable. And slowly come back to the center. Stepping back into plank. Moving through your choice of flow. Skip your flow. Beautiful work, everybody. Inhale deeply. Exhale, release out. Inhale. Releasing out. Let's shift forward into plank. Lower all the way down on your stomach. You can move through chaturanga. Or lower your knees. And you can create a pillow with your arms. And taking a prone shavasana for quick breath. Feeling the little gentle pressure on the front of your body with your breath. And then let's roll on our backs, facing up towards the sky. And moving into either Viparita Prani, simply lifting your legs. You can use the wall if you'd like to, or moving into shoulder stance. Allowing the blood flow to move back in your heart. And then slowly, when you're ready, release your feet over your head if you are on your shoulder stance. Or if you are in a Viparita Prana, you can also take that into pull-out pose. You can let your knees release on your forehead or by your ears. If you have long legs, you might be able to do that. And then slowly release your arms and lower your pelvis down, keeping your legs long if you can. And then keep reaching your legs out to use your core to slowly lower. And then lifting your torso, slide your hands under your lower back, elbows closer, press through your forearms, lifting your heart up, releasing your head gently back. Into fish pose Matsyasana. And slowly bring your chin to your chest and rolling all the way down on your back. If you'd like to take a quick twist, you can take a quick twist. The Shavasana is going to be a little bit shorter today. Taking whatever you need before moving into Shavasana if you need to. And let's take a big inhale here. Opening the mouth, sighing out. We're going to take 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale, releasing out. Last one, inhale. Releasing everything that you don't need. Releasing your practice. Releasing your mind. Allowing yourself to be. And then since this is a really short Shavasana, if you can stay longer on your back, please do. But if you need to, come on. Slowly deepening your breath. Bring your awareness back in your body. Creating small movements. Maybe taking a whole body stretch. Slowly bending your knees. Rolling onto one side. And when you're ready, lifting your torso. If you decided to stay on your back, please stay. Letting your sits bones grounding down to the earth. Lifting your energy up towards the sky. Gathering your palms together. If you'd like to join me for one round, exhaling wherever you are. Inhale deep. Thank you everyone for being here. For a beautiful day. Hope to see you next week again.
Thank you very much, Miho.
Thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu.